Havuga. So I was literally just making coffee, right? And I was thinking to myself, oh, business as usual. Same thing I've done for, 4 or 5 years. But no, no. Give me like 5 minutes, maybe. I am shocked, but I'm okay. Give me a second. Um, oh my god. Okay, story time. Okay, listen. I was making coffee, and the way like the coffee machines work, right? There's like these. You have to like grind the beans and just like put the thing in, right? And you lock it in by like putting it in and twisting it, right? So I turned it on after twisting it, walked away, and then walked back to it, thinking, it's about to be finished. And I didn't realize that it, from the pressure, untwisted itself and pretty much launched itself from the pressure out of the machine, covering me, the wall, the cabinets, everything in fucking coffee. And I'm just like, ugh. Anyway, it's working now. Fuck me. Hi, everyone. Hello. Hi. Welcome. How are you doing? Why do your footballs look so filled? I didn't burn myself. So the coffee itself is konnichiwa me. The coffee itself isn't actually being made at a very high temperature, right? So it's roughly more like 50, I think it's more like 60 degrees or something, maybe even less than that. But I usually make my coffees no more than 60 degrees. So nothing I make or ever really goes into burning territory. It's hot. Yeah, it's hot, but it's not that hot kind of thing. pretty much. Yeah. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, yeah. So I pretty much never like making drinks that are over like 60 degrees. Tea is the only thing I need to brew at 100, but other than that, I really don't need to. Coffee doesn't need to be at 100 degrees. Or, well, yeah. I'm not too sure how exactly it works because it's an espresso machine, kind of, right? So, like, maybe the liquid that comes out of it is just colder or something. I don't know. But it's definitely not that hot in that sense. I know people who want it to be really hot and such, and I cannot relate whatsoever. So I also have like a milk foaming machine, and I just stop at 60 degrees or something. Hi, Lumi. So yeah. And this is my I didn't really change my setup since last stream, which was like a horny stream. So like this is like my horny setup. Hi, welcome to my horny setup. It has like this like kind of this like dramatic lighting, right? I can switch to the Twitch setup. Hold on. Twitch. It's more like this. No, not like that. Where are you? Render background. And boop. Hey, this is oh, my lighting is broken. Awooka. Directional lights. Oh, there we go. Hi. So this is the Twitch setup. Yeah, it does use high pressure and such, which I guess what fucked it up this time. I've been using it for so many years and it never happened before. But yeah. So how do y'all feel? Do you want me to use my Twitch setup or my horny setup? I think usually for Twitch this is better, right? It's more like more involved with you kind of thing in chat. Oh yeah, I still have to like do some things about that because I fucked up my upload, but whatever. Hi everyone, konnichiwa, o genki desu ka? Hey hey. I've been traveling around a little bit more in recent time. I'll talk more about that in a second. I probably should announce that I'm streaming. Give me a second. I was gonna make like a picture or something. Oh, let me just strike a pose for a picture. What do we have? Bum 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 bum. Ooh. Pose. Pose. This is a good pose. Come here. Or let's see. Maybe something more like I like this. I like this pose. Okay. Okay, so let's do here. I'll take a screenshot like this, and that looks just fun. I need to sneeze for some reason. I need a more mischievous look though. Maybe face settings. How has everyone been, by the way? It's been maybe like 2 weeks or so. How are you doing? Oh. I made a picture, post on Twitter. Why are your balls so filled? Find the answer live on my stream. Let's... Why are your balls so filled? The answer is live now. I like that. No. My nose. Heart. Why is my nose? Can you explain to me why I need to sneeze so much? What the heck? What the fuck? What did you spray into the room? Ugh.
Maybe it got you now.
Hmm?
Maybe it got you.
It's...
You want some tissues?
No. And now Discord. Discord local. Okay, here we go. I've done the promotion stuff. I'm ready. Thank you for waiting. Oh, we go? Oh, yes.
I just got here.
Hi,
What's
Aki.
filled up? Foot? Ball?
Balls. Swollen up balls. Filled up balls. Balls with liquid or other substances filling them up. Perhaps it's just filled with air. Perhaps it's filled with liquid. Perhaps it's filled with hopes, dreams, and desires that are no longer around. Perhaps it's filled with everything you've lost, everything you've gained. Or perhaps they're nothing. There's nothing left. They are completely emptied out. Anyway, hi everyone. Konnichiwa. Yeah. You like my commentary? Okay, Etone. This is how we do this. There we go. Okay. I didn't even see the reaction to what background y'all wanted. I was so busy fumbling my thoughts. Here we are. There we go. So, what did I miss on the internet for 2 weeks? Anything crazy? Anything cool? Anything I should be knowing? Right on my nose is leaking. Give me a tissue. We are always winning. Are you chuckling at? What the fuck? I'm not invincible. I disagree. Anyway, anything? Did the world burn while I was gone? It doesn't seem like the world was burning just yet. Aki, why would you expose that in chat? If something happens, the rule is to not mention or pull attention to it. That's how we get away with everything. This is not the Jedi way. Okay, you are part of this. You have to follow the unspoken rules. Hello. Hey. Hey. Yeah. So, let's see how many of you I can talk to today. We have a bunch of names I've recognized from the past. I hope. There are physics though. Holy shit. Were my physics hours supposed to be this crazy? I don't remember them being this crazy. Oh well. It's probably past me who made this decision. Do you ever just like not remember something? It's like, oh, I guess past me was onto something. I don't know. She was probably cooking in some way or form. Hiya. Hello, Pup. Hello, Waifu. Hello, Pareko. Hello, Hakane. Hello, Average Person. Hello, Team and Rex. Hello, Aki. And everyone else above that, because I can't read any higher. Ba ba da ba da ba. Okay, so I spent some time going around. This time I was around Amsterdam and some restaurants in some smaller cities as well. Yesterday I had a Japanese chef cook in front of me. It was like called something called a teppanyaki. So they do all kinds of like cool stuff, and they put fire all the way to the ceiling right in front of my face, and I was like, yes. How nostalgic, feeling the fiery pits of hell in front of me. Lovely, lovely. Hi. Hello, Calvin. So, it's a little earlier than I usually stream, but I decided today was a good day. After all, I do want to show up sometimes on these platforms, you know, other than the horny ones. I've been playing some games actually. I finished Hellblade 2, and I played Hades 2. Finished it as well. Well, finished it as much as I possibly want to finish it. What else did I play? Any dreams recently? No, actually, none at all. I played, okay, so I played Omori, all of Omori. I played Hellblade 2 and Hades 2. Those are the 3 games I played since the last stream. And I finished Omori as well. Bam, 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 bam. So, lots of Arrow stuff. There's something that may happen soon, actually. And that might be a larger trip coming out soon. But for the larger trip, I may need to start looking into a mobile streaming setup properly for once. I've been thinking about it for a while now to be able to stream like this everywhere I go. I'm going to need to buy a new laptop. My current laptop can barely run Google Chrome. It's a laptop I've been using for the last 5-6 years because like I didn't need to use a laptop for anything else. So I didn't want to waste money on something strong, you know? But I think it's time to start looking into a laptop I can use for content because I may be in Japan later this summer at some point. So I will be gone for a bit longer than usual. And for that situation, I think I should be working towards having a more mobile setup for everyone. Hello. Konnichiwa. Thank you for the 13 months. Zero. So that's something I'm looking forward to, but I'll have to look into it at some point. There is another thing I want to do. I'm not too sure how I'm going to go over it, but well, let's wait until that month happens until I talk more about that. But it is a lot of like my life kind of things, not so much like content life kind of things. So yeah, I'm just happy that I can hop on and still see you all whenever I get the opportunity or feel to stream and such. Pretty much. It's kind of an interesting vibe where I'll walk through like a city and people will talk to me in all kinds of different languages because of my appearance, IRL. So they'll be like, "Are you from Brazil? Are you from this?" They'll speak to me in like this language I've never heard before, and I'm just like, "No, I don't think so, actually. I have no idea. I've never been there before." But upon further investigation, it is actually not that crazy. I may actually have some genes from that area. I may actually have genes that are around Brazil in my body. Might not be directly from, but around Brazil is actually very possible, yes. In fact, I would say it's pretty much confirmed. I never did really like a gene like pool kind of like testing or something, but it is very likely that that I have that in my system, and it's something actually recognize some of the features, I guess. But yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? Why am I sniffling? I was fine this whole time.
Me too.
Are we actually getting sick now? Like now?
I was fine yesterday.
Oh, fuck me. I wasn't sniffling until today. We've been everywhere now, but like that's why I have such a big butt. Yeah, probably. Are you saying that because of my potentially Brazilian-esque genes that I have a fucking huge ass, and that's the reason why? Is that how that works? Because I've never really been around the area and I don't know anything about it. I have no clue whatsoever. Yeah, pretty much. I was gonna go outside today. After a stream, I'm gonna probably go outside and hop around some restaurants, maybe watch a movie, kind of thing. So yeah. And I have a cat with me. Hello, cat.
Sniff, sniff.
Is that your new cat noise?
Yeah. For now.
I guess, yeah. Yeah, so that is the usual, our usual situation. I'm sure for those who've been here for a while, you all know that we usually travel together. I browse through my Twitter and I immediately see titty jobs, pussy grabbing, hentai poses, sex. There's a lot of shit on my Twitter today. Holy shit. Okay. What I see on Twitter is based on what I do on Twitter. Well, if I go to my For You page, yes. If I go to my recommended page, not really. I get like the most obscure topics that is never what I look up for, kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah. So, have y'all played any of Hades 2? Is that something that you're interested in? Because I remember being really into Hades 1 and streaming it about 3 years ago, but it's been a long time since then, so I'm not sure what the fan base is like these days. I need to do some voice practice actually. I haven't done some in a while. I play for the full release. I beat through all the bosses a couple of times now. Found some autopilot builds and such, but it does take quite the grind to unlock things. It's like damn, if you don't, I have like 2 or 3 maybe. But yeah. Hello, Astolfo. Astolfo. Yeah, it's fun. I have my air filter on sleep mode actually. Actually, let's turn it off sleep mode. Yeah, I had it on sleep mode. Maybe that's why. Maybe because we didn't put the air filter on off sleep mode. I had the window open the whole time. I actually just changed my air filter. I put a brand new filter in it, so but it was in sleep mode, so it barely does anything on sleep mode. So Let us talk about something crazy. Okay. Why are your balls so filled? Explain yourself. Hi, Big Bow. Why are your balls so filled? Why are they? Why are they filled? Tell me. Did you pump too much into them? Did you go and just fill them up too hard? Do they bounce when they hit the floor? If you were to fill them up so much more, would they explode? If they exploded, would they explode with air, or like would just like something else come out of them? Do you think you could survive with such filled balls? Some sort of liquid, you think? Gotcha. Some sort of liquid? Is that the consensus? Gotcha. Okay. Alright, well, that's the topic of today. Why are your balls so filled? That's gonna be the main vibe of today's stream. So first off, let's think about this. Have you been collaborating enough? Usually in some situations you have at least 10 people kicking the same pair of balls. I mean ball. And so have you tried doing that before? Having 10 people kick your ball? I heard that it's probably not the worst thing. I mean, putting them to good use kind of thing. Yes, we're talking about balls. Big floppy balls. You know, how would a floppy ball look like? Like, if you could close your eyes and think about a floppy ball, what does it look like? You know, wait, you know those machines, those ball rhythm thingies where they have like a bunch of balls that are like metal or something, I don't know what material it is, up against each other, and when you pull on the end ball, it makes the ball on the other end also like shoot off and then go back, and it shoots the other ball on the other end. I don't know what those things are called, like the physics thing, where it is the balls on the strings and they're just going back and forth. Hi Tears, it's been a while. How are you doing? We're talking about balls, okay. A Newton's cradle, okay. Yeah, so we're talking about balls swinging and hitting each other. Okay, so I want everyone who just came in to not only have a great day so far, but maybe I can help you have an even better day from this moment on. Thank you so much for reading, by the way. So close your eyes for me and imagine some balls attached to strings. You know, the machine, the Newton's cradle thing, where the balls go back and forth, you know, and they just like hit like each other, and then the physics continue, right? So like, do you think if you get like 3 or 4 pair of balls that you could recreate that effect? with a different kind of fleshy material that is not metal and nothing else in particular, like nothing unwholesome obviously, but just like a different material, do you think it would also like just bounce back and forth like the Newton ball thingies? Like I would really, I'm just curious what the physics of balls can do for our imagination, you know? Do you think it would be therapeutic to watch balls hit each other? Are you telling me, are you asking me if my tits are real? It can be therapeutic to watch balls get hit. I think I have an appropriate amount of realism. Appropriate amount of realism. My measurement of realism will be classified for now. Saggy balls are the best. Is that true? Do all of you have a favoritism for saggy balls? Or do you prefer balls to be a little bit more sturdy? What is your ball preference? Can you please tell me? I'm particularly curious about your ball preferences. You like your balls, whatever they are. No judgment, you know. Every ball is still every ball can be good. You know, there's a place in this world for every type of ball. You like looking at them a little bit more firm. Okay, you like firm balls. You don't really think about balls? Okay, well, if you don't really think about balls, what could you possibly be thinking about? What could you possibly be thinking about other than balls? Chickens. Okay, we can think about chickens as well. That's fine. I'd love to say that I like balls in general, but I'd be lying if I didn't have a preference for the sagging ones. You like them smooth like a ball. I see, I see. You love a good rooster. Gotcha, gotcha. This is certainly an interesting topic. You know what? I agree. I am glad you are here too, Rendani. I don't think I have a ball preference. I wish mine sagged. Anyway, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like your balls? Can you please give me a number? A good night. You don't have to be so hard to your balls, okay? They're doing their best. Don't be so hard on them. As hard as you like. Gotcha, gotcha. Not great, not terrible. Yeah. Are you saying that you average person have average balls? You swear they're bigger on a good day. Oh my god. Wait, so you have a dynamic experience? Dynamic balls? Like dynamic bones. Sorry. Oh, there's ball deodorant for that. If you have sweaty balls, you can just buy some ball deodorant. Maybe you're right. We don't have to be hard on them. Instead, we can glaze them like a cream on a toaster strudel. This is about sports balls. Anyway, talking about balls. Okay, so, I have welcome to the stream, yeah, okay, what was I gonna say? I have dabbled in balls before, occasionally, you know, the occasional experience. Do you think that balls are, do you think there's a religion in this world that worships balls? What is my favorite ball? The juicy one. The one I can suck through a straw. Oh my god! No! No, think about it! Think about it! Think about it! Think about it! Isn't that how it works? You suck the balls through a straw? Isn't that how it works? What I mean is, they contain the liquid, right? They contain anyway, hi everyone. welcome to this YouTube video that isn't a live stream. Hi, my name is Cow Boba Cow VTuber number 79. Welcome to, I'm happy to meet your acquaintance. Hi. Oh, thank you for the 16 months. Hi, my stud.
Pet.
Hell yeah. I mean, you don't suck the water out a tap. You gotta turn it on for it. God, I love making penis jokes. Oh my god. Already breaking my voice, and it's only been like half an hour. Nah. Thank you. Alright, let's focus. Focus here. I'm gonna be. I'm focusing. So, how would you dress me up? Let your balls speak for you. How would you dress me up? I'm looking at titties right now. This is going to be a stream entirely about balls, absolutely. But, hello. Hi. What? Do you want to be the streamer?
No.
You don't want to. How about you sit down? You can be the streamer for me.
No.
You don't want to be the streamer.
No.
No.
No. No.
There's a cat on me.
No.
Sniff, sniff.
Sniff, sniff. I blame you.
What did I do?
I don't know.
Are your balls aching?
Sure.
Do you need me to take care of your balls?
Yeah, can you squish them?
Yeah, hold on. I
Wait,
got you.
wait, no. Stop. Please, stop. That's more like tickling.
I don't know what you're talking about. Are you saying that I'm tickling your balls?
Yes.
Don't worry about it. I'm just tickling some balls, I guess. Anyway, hi.
Hey.
Shiny black tactical leather material. Okay. Y'all want me in a shiny leather material outfit. Is that the consensus from everyone? Cause if it is, I'll make it happen. So I'm actually not joking here. If you all want me in a specific outfit and everyone here agrees on it, I will make it happen. It is not that hard for me to do. After all, this is literally what I've done for years. I've been thinking on something new for a while, but yeah. I could be like a gothy, edgier version of myself with like black horns and black this and black that and black this and black that. But yeah, big suit of badass armor with cool skulls and shit. You want me to in like a Halo kind of big suit of armor, or like a Doom kind of armor? Like what kind of armor are you thinking about? Are we thinking about Halo, Doom? Are we thinking about Warhammer? Which one? Which you gotta give me some directions here, because we can go fucking crazy. Do you want me to be in like a half mecha? Oh, Dark Souls. Okay. So some more medieval style. Gotcha. Okay, I can do that. Gothy tactical or Death Knight. Oh shit. Sister of Battle. Necromancer Mecha. Dark Souls. Okay, so I have been contemplating a Dark Souls look for a long time actually. So that is within my interests for sure. Thank you, Mara. Hi. I don't know anything about Fallout. But yeah. Battle tactical armor ready. You know, here's what I can do. If y'all are in the Discord, I'm gonna put up maybe a poll of some sort. I'm gonna put up a bunch of outfits in it, and the one that has the biggest favorite from all of you, I'll put that on. I don't want to put all of it on because I have to modify it for my body because my body is fucking thick, okay? And so because I'm fucking thick, I can't just put on every outfit that I can buy and download. I need to modify it for myself. And then while it's not that much of an effort, I don't feel like doing it for everything, right? So like in other words, I want to pick one or two at best. Yes.
No, just
Okay.
okay.
Okay. Anyway, I sure hope I'm not getting. Nah, there is no such thing as sickness. I'm just gonna Super Saiyan share it. We are invincible. Modified armors for thick bodies. I could look into some armor sets and see if I can modify them to be like extra horny kind of thing, you know? like open up the chest piece for cleavage and leave the thighs open kind of thing. I could do that. That would be a bit more in-depth, but it's no problem. Sophie. It feels like you're staring over my shoulder, and I can't focus on streaming and reading if you're just. Oh. You're just staring over my shoulder the whole time. I swear.
Is it more interesting than my TikTok?
Okay. Oh. Okay, so we have medieval armor style, dark medieval armor. We have leather, dark leather outfit. And we have, so actually we have medieval combat and modern combat gear. And then kink leather gear. Is that what I'm getting? Is that the three that I'm getting? Da, 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 da. Ba, da, ba, da, ba, ba, ba. Just but a scratch. So what I could do actually, I could do it like a cosplay, like a cosplay game thingy where I could play something like a Souls game and then wear like the Souls cosplay or something. Stellar Blade, huh? Is the Stellar Blade just like a skin suit that covers like just like the essentials kind of thing? I've actually never played Stellar Blade. I didn't. Did anyone play it? Because I just kind of like. Maybe it's because I'm like a VR chat player, but like everyone is already so hot in VR chat, so I don't really get too crazy for like controlling hot characters in games that I'm not too like, you know, like like it makes me want to replay Nier, you know. Because I know that I'm gonna have a better time replaying Nier with the story that Nier is. What kind of weapon do I roll with? So we actually asked this question some months ago, where we concluded I would have been probably more around like magic, cause I generally don't feel like my appearance and my vibes are very violent. But when I do play Souls games, I usually pick the heaviest weapons possible. So my actual style of playing most Souls games is getting the largest possible weapon. And like putting everything into strength. That's how I play every Souls game, essentially. So under that context, I would be grabbing like the biggest Dragon Slayer, like fucking greatsword, essentially. That's kind of like what I've been using. There's a clip of I posted some clips of me playing Elden Ring back when it came out, on YouTube. A pole arms girl, I see. I can get that, yeah. I definitely don't feel like I would be Jeezy, hi. I don't feel like I would be very good at, I don't know. I think that the great swords are the most fun. Yeah, the great swords are the most fun, I think. Like the big swords. The big, like, guts great sword kind of thing. Mute artsy clips. No, I don't think there's any mute content of me out there anymore. Sorry. Goddamn, my throat's already fucked up today, huh? No, I don't think there's any mute content of me out anymore. It will be pre-2020. Yeah, and all of it got wiped from the copyright wipe from Twitch and Twitter. So I had a lot of content out on Twitter and Twitch, but it was all wiped in copyright issues. So there's like probably over like 500 videos of mine that are completely wiped off the internet. Because of like a lot of copyright issues I've had back then. Maybe not 500, but there's a folder I have of like roughly 200 videos that I put on Twitter, and some of them on YouTube, and some of them are just like kind of like Twitch clips and such, and they're all wiped. It's a little bit sad, but it had to happen, otherwise I lost my account essentially. All things considered, I probably have been part of like 500, 600 videos or something, maybe even more. I think there's about 200, 300 videos on my YouTube channel right now or so. Yeah. Been doing this for a while at this point. Yo, Elden Ring DLC as well. So I'm not sure if I'll be I'm not sure if I'll stream the Elden Ring DLC. So yeah. But I will definitely play it. Yeah, I've been active. Honestly, me having 100 videos a day, a year is already like kind of crazy. I'm not a very active creator, and in recent years, I would say that I haven't made nearly more than 10 videos a year, actually. So the majority of those videos are from the first 4 years of my career, pretty sure. Fuck my throat. Holy shit. I'm doing good, James. How are you doing? Anyway, so yeah. Hell yeah. You know, I have a question for everyone. Because I don't know how to design shoes. If there's one thing I don't know how to do, is design shoes. So I just never use shoes. It's like, fuck it, use socks. I don't care. And do y'all still feel interested in Life 2Ds, by the way? Is that something y'all still are into? Because, like, I personally just, like, abandoned Life 2D completely. But yeah. I see. No, if I were to ever get a Life 2D again, I would need like a $10,000 budget. Like I'm not unironically, not even joking. Like that shit's so fucking expensive now. Like holy fucking shit. I would need like 8 months and like $6,000. Yeah, 8 months and a year and $6,000. I can make one Life 2D happen. It's ridiculous. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'll be like I'll be in the 6-1 queue to get art, and then another 6-1 queue to get rigging, and then both of them are gonna be like 3K each, 4K each, kind of thing. No, the art is gonna be 2.5K, and then the rigging is gonna be like 4K, 5K, 6K or something. Yeah. and then I cannot modify anything. I'm not allowed to modify anything. I can't touch it. I can't modify it. I can't customize it. I can't do any of those things because that will be rude to all the creators, and I'm not allowed to put my dirty little fingers on it. Oh fuck. Yeah, so that's why I'm like, do y'all still want Life 2D? Because like it is quite a it is the most restricted method of streaming that I know of, when it comes down to how much you're allowed to touch it yourself. But you know, if you have a lot of money, you can just make new ones all the time. You can just commission new ones all the time if you have a lot of money. That is true. Unless we make our very own Life 2D from beginning to end, and I own all the rights to it, that's a different story. That would be a crazy project, though. I could learn Life 2D for it. If that's gonna be hard content for y'all to watch, though. Like if I were to like do content that is based on like learning Life 2D, it's probably gonna be a little bit hard for y'all to like follow me on those streams, I think. Do I want a 2D model? That is a good question. I would say that I am 95% on the way of abandoning the idea of Life 2D completely. But there's a 5% left in the back of my mind that I consider like that it might be interesting in the future still, right? I have 2 Life 2D models. One is no, I have 3 Life 2D models. I have 2 cow Life 2D models and 1 alien Life 2D model. So I've had multiple investments into Life 2D before. But I think that currently I prefer using my 3D all the time, pretty much. Where is my... I noticed something on my tracking right now. Animations. Let's do this real quick. Hauka. Let me change my animation real quick. Motion capture. Mocap. Body inverted. There we go. I turned on more Life 2D style tracking. So my head and body's moving in different directions and such. There's some breathing animations happening. I can move around a bit more. Yeah, so there's a difference between how we would if we were to do our own live stream model, it would be quite a bit different because we would have the people, the budget, and the time to do so, right? And the ability to consistently tweak a model over the course of half a year. Like, I will be able to do that, essentially, right? So it wouldn't be, I would expect that we're able to make something very presentable in half a year, starting from zero with a group of people. I would be very convinced that it's possible, for sure. That doesn't seem that crazy. And half a year is a lot of time, so yeah. Yes, Rumi, you are tripping. Breathing animations, not breathing animations. Yeah, so that's something about 3D that is very nice. It's like I can, within the time span of a single stream, change a whole bunch of things that I want, right? There's some more things about that. The other thing about 3D is that for collaborations, I would look out of place for the most part. But there is a much cheaper alternative for collaborations and how to make them look good and such. And that is the fact of we can optimize how we look like for streams that are more focused around gameplay and such. So for example, a moving PNG, so a very simple implementation of Live 2D where we just use a PNG, we call it PNG streaming, or making a slightly more detailed PNG streamer. That could be actually very, very good for many solutions that are more, I would guess, resource dependent and such, right? So, for example, games that require a lot of resources will immediately get nerfed by just using this method, but 3D, or even using Live 2D in general. So, sometimes I feel like it is all a little bit too, like it's not really like solving a certain itch that I'm having when looking at content kind of thing. But yeah. I would love to look into a new way we can express ourselves as a VTuber granny as myself. As the first time I've been VTubing was 2018. I am pretty much a Jurassic creature in the world of VTubing. I am almost prehistoric, I would say. Snail Boy, thank you for the sub. Hell yeah. I'm almost prehistoric. I would say prehistoric would be Kizuna Ai, and the ones that came before Kizuna. But I am right after Kizuna in VTubing. I came out like 2 years after Kizuna did, I think 2 or 3 years. I think Kizuna was 2015, right? I remember first watching Kizuna when she had 5,000 subscribers, like the very, very, very first 2 or 3 videos she posted. I immediately found her and it was like, holy shit. Kizuna Ai debuted 2016. No, yeah, 2016. So I started VTubing less than 2 years after Kizuna, and I found her immediately when she made her first videos. Yeah. So I am also quite an older VTuber at this point. And although I never really, I did have my moments in the mainstream spotlight here and there, but they were very short. But one thing about being a creator for long term is that sometimes it is much better to grab the areas of content creation that allow you to do things for a long time with less stress, as long as you're still financially secured, other than going for the biggest, wildest, most famous moments, because they can really tax you really hard if you're doing famous things with things, combining with things that you don't want to do or are too stressed to do, or a lot of things are happening in your private life at the same time. So sometimes it is actually not the best thing to go for being the most famous person in the room, when you can increase your longevity as a creator with your mental health and such. So that's usually what I've done. I usually focused on whatever makes me feel the best over the longest period of time. And so I can still stream. I am streaming not too often still. Like, I'm still pretty reserved on how many times I stream these days. But I am still very, very secure in what I do. And I'm happy to be where I am today, pretty much. And maybe in the future, there will be a time where we expand beyond that. But yeah. In a way, I've been looking into how to do that several times since the Alien debut. I've been looking into how to move more into the VTubing territory as a sort of focus. Because before then, I was always a VR chat creator, and I was never really known as a VTuber more than a VR chat creator. So that is something I'm still looking into occasionally. And I feel like my path will definitely keep pushing me forward as a VTuber. More in branding and more in official senses than a VR chat creator. But that being said, my attempts to do so have been roughly the same outcome every time. And so I think it's time for me to try something entirely different to see if that will work. But at least my current methods haven't succeeded the way I wanted them to be. So yeah. Either way, maybe there's a good time to start regularly streaming again. But it really depends on my time traveling. Are you okay? Are you okay? You don't sound okay. The honest. These are your decisions. Oh my god. Hello. Hi. Okay, so balls. Balls. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Balls. What is my favorite game to play with balls? My favorite game to play with balls, whack-a-mole. Whack-a-mole. I never did trolling videos. No, that's not. I've never done that before. Dragon balls. Wait, so if you put 7 balls together, do they glow? Can you summon the giant ball creature from putting balls together? Wait, no, wait. If you put 7 balls together, a dragon comes out, huh? They must be really into balls. Jeez. Today is all about balls. Let's go down memory lane. It's an interesting comment, I guess. So back in 2022, we made a lot of YouTube videos in VR chat. I had a purple demon character, and at the time, I was known as a femboy at the time. And in 2020 to 2019, people didn't know what femboys were. That was not a term that people were aware about. So I went around VR chats, mostly hanging out with my own friends. And I would be like, hey, my character is not female. I have a bulge, you know, because femboys was not something that people were aware about. People were asking me, oh, what are you doing? What is this? What is that? So I wouldn't say that I made trolling videos, because that would be like going around strangers and messing with their brains and such. It was mostly me talking to the friends that was always around me, and we were having a good time together. So I don't feel like the description works very well. But now, of course, these days, these are very common things. There's many femboy creators, femboy VTubers, and femboy VR chat creators doing, well, just being themselves the way that I was back then. But at the time, nobody knew what femboys were. So people had a big reaction to me saying, oh shit, yeah, femboy model, not a female character. Because male characters with skirts didn't exist in VR chat. It was a brand new concept for people. Well, they existed, but very rarely, essentially. Voice trolling was a concept that happened more in 2018 and 19 for people, but I was never a fan of that kind of content. I actually was not very happy with it for the most part, but I don't, of course, I don't really get involved with other people right now. I don't really do any of those kinds of things. I personally do voice training because, of course, I'm out as, you know, being transitioning, and also, of course, I train my own voice and such. But I would not say that I made trolling content. I think that if you put the word trolling in it, it would kind of generate a different image in someone's head. If you look back at the videos, for the most part, it's me with the same people in most videos, coming back over and over again and such. I do share resources all the time. I also haven't really done that much. I haven't done enough, in my opinion. I haven't done enough. So yeah, that's a good context there. Yeah, a lot of things have changed since back then. I was actually quite disliked for using femboy as a term back then. Femboys, or as I had mentioned, not really a thing that people were aware about, and there were a lot of people who were not happy with me doing that. Twitch was one of the people who was not happy about it too. Moderators or administrators and such there, and a lot of things was not that friendly. In terms of that sort of thing. It's very different now, 4 years later, even 2 years later. I would say that I completed my goal of making it something that is much more appreciated and accepted in the community after about 1.5 years or so. But after that I came out because I discovered more about myself in that period of time. So yeah, it was something that people didn't know about. So in lines of that, if you were to do what I did back then now, it would just be completely normal. It would just be completely normal. Like, you would not get any people like reacting like, oh, really? Like, nobody would do that. But also, to be fair, I don't think there's any creators that I know of that are, well, there may be like 1 or 2 creators, but there are not many creators that are using femboy models anymore either. Most of the creators are using female models, as far as I can tell, rather than like using like the femboy models the way they were made back then and such. So I'm not sure if that genre of like visual content is still around anymore. I maybe know like one person that still does that. Yeah, we were actually fighting for femboy rights back then. That was literally a thing. That was literally a thing. In 2020, actually a thing. But unfortunately, my message didn't really come across all the way, because unfortunately, what I didn't expect is that we eventually met a lot of transphobic femboys, and I realized that a lot of the side there was more focused on just being gay rather than being focused on being a feminine guy. And I could not relate very well to a lot of the spaces that spawned off or were that I don't know what the word is, were created afterwards, and I felt very out of place myself. So yeah. Because to me it was always more of a self-expression thing, not really a sexual orientation thing. Sexual orientation is interest in others, right? Is that what sexual orientation means? Is that how you prefer who you'd like to fuck, I think? Or prefer to be with? Right? That's sexual orientation, right? Yeah. So I thought it was more about self-expression, not necessarily about sexual orientation. So Canonic John, hi. Canonico John, hi. Yeah, so I was thinking about how a lot of it was more based on, hey, this is how I want to express myself, and naturally everyone would probably be by default and go from there and such, right? But I don't know. It might be because also a lot of times the majority of people I hung out with were women, almost all the time. Either, you know, cis or trans, it didn't really matter. It was mostly like 95% women around me. And the only exception that where I wasn't with women was when I was in the femboy groups that I like created and was a part of, around myself and such. But I noticed after a year or two that it still remained that way. That I barely had femboys around my personal group. So for the most part, it just remained women all the time, and it hasn't changed. It's still always like that. I would say my personal friend group is maybe out of the 20-30 people, like 95% women, pretty much, and like 4% guys and 1% non-binary, you know? That's pretty much the environment that I've been. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Egg is just a term that people say to others when they think that they are probably or could potentially be trans but haven't come out yet. It is interesting because I do know that people looked at me that way. But one other thing that was even more interesting is that when I was a femboy, I've always mentioned, no, I not always mentioned, I wouldn't mention it, but I would drop a hint like, oh yeah, I've always preferred she or her. I just don't tell anyone that I prefer that because I don't want to like deal with that, and I don't want to I didn't want to deal with anything. So I just wanted to vibe with my friends and not care about anything. So I never expressed myself whatsoever on my preferences. So I just like took it that way. And I would casually drop this on stream, and I didn't think I got many reactions to it, and I didn't even know what egg meant. So I saw people say such, and I was like, "Huh, shrug," and I moved on for months without realizing what people were saying to me. Okay, it's kind of funny that way. Yeah, so I guess that's all the context around the build up towards like current years. If you look into my history on VR chat and now, I've actually been, let's see, well, I came out like what, 2021. I'm about to have my 3-year anniversary on coming out next week. Next week, by the way. It's my 3-year anniversary of coming out. So it's been that long. My popular YouTube era was like 1.5 years of being a femboy. It was just 1.5 years. The vast majority of me being on Twitch and YouTube, everyone has called me she, her for like 4 or 5 years now or something. And just like about 1.5 years, I was a femboy, and like about 1 year, I didn't care essentially. So it's kind of interesting how like, and this is actually a big thing where for the longest time, I wasn't very confident doing collaborations and showing up anywhere else on any stream because I was known as that femboy for years and years and years and years. But I think finally I hit a spot where I no longer am just seen as that femboy from back then. So it's very fun to be a streamer for me today compared to back then. I enjoy being here talking to all of you. I enjoy being on other streams and having fun and such, and working on projects I'm happy about. So there's a lot of things that help me be happy today compared to before. And it took a long time. It took a long time. I definitely feel like I was plunged into a world that I didn't anticipate. I was very naive when I came out. And when I came out, I made the decision a week earlier. And I was like, hey, let's do something cool. Let's do a cool stream. And at the end of the stream, I'm going to come out. And it's not going to be a big deal. I'm just going to move on and just continue doing what I did. And none of that matters. Right? So I came out to, at the time, I had a Patreon group. And my Patreon group was about 40, 50, 60 people each instance where we're doing Patreon meetups and such. It was quite big. And some people would consider it like a femboy community because it was the vast majority of them were femboys or femboy related people and such. And I came out to them first, not thinking much about it. I didn't think that it was a big deal at the time. Then I came out on stream. I didn't think it was a big deal at the time. You know, it wasn't until people came to knock on my door for a fucking interview that I realized I think it's more of a big deal than I anticipated. Where like the next day my views doubled to 1,000 people watching my stream. Where I was like, is this really a big deal? Like I didn't realize it at the time. And then as months progressed, I started feeling like it really was a big deal. A lot of people changed around me. Probably lost half my community that at the time we meet almost immediately and such. But I didn't think that in the heat of the moment, I just didn't think it was a big deal. It wasn't until half a year later maybe where I looked at all the changes that happened in my life and I was like, I guess it is a big deal. And I accepted that, but the next 2 years of my life became quite rough. Because then I acknowledged that it was a big deal, and then like everything started to become a big deal, and everything started to become a big deal, and everything started to become a big deal. And I would say it wasn't until the end of 2023 where I started feeling actually comfortable being, seen the way I am by everyone, and getting the communications and the interactions I wanted by everyone and such. And that's really when things started hitting nicely for me in an area where I wasn't just that femboy from the past, but I was actually me from now. And that happened last year, and it's been roughly half a year, 8 months since I started feeling that way. And it's been great since, I would say. So, and it's kind of like some of the history lesson there. 2023. So yeah, honestly, I swear on my soul, I didn't think it was a big deal at the first 6 months. I didn't think it was a big fucking deal. But yeah, yeah, I had my little cries in private and such. Like, obviously, it was a big deal to me personally and such, but I didn't think it was going to be a big deal publicly. That's what I mean, you know. So yeah, and honestly, like, I still have parts of me that wonders why it is a big deal publicly. I really don't. Like, I've embraced it. I mean, look at my background, right? Like, I've embraced it really hard back then. This is all like artwork from 2021. Sorry, in that period of time, because I really embraced the being trans around my branding and such. Because I started realizing that it was a big deal. So I was like, all right, I guess I'll lean into that being a big deal and such. But in hindsight, now, 3 years later, I still wonder sometimes, why is it a big deal? Why does it matter? Why is it a big deal socially and publicly? Whether I decide that I want tits or not, you know? I don't get it. I really don't get it. I get it partially now. Of course I get it now. I get it. But like, I genuinely believe that if I focused on content, it wouldn't matter. But I couldn't focus on the content anymore. It was such a big deal that that's all I could hear. Like, literally like, the only thing I heard about for 8 months was my gender. It was not even my content. It didn't matter what videos I made. It was just, you know, me. That was the topic. It was like, holy shit. And so, like, I just, like, I'm probably just being naive. You know, in that sense. Why socially? Because, like, personally it matters to me, right? It matters to me in my personal life, in my personal, like, vision of myself. It matters to me, whether that is the case or not. And I thought that what I was fighting for as a femboy mattered because I was fighting for self-expression, the ability to be whatever you feel like you want to be on VR chat, in your personal life, meeting up with people who feel the same way and allow the same thing in their spaces for you to express yourself. That's what I thought was important behind the messages and the things that I was saying. I even used to say that, hey, you don't have to be trans. If you feel feminine, you can be a femboy. You don't have to take medication. You don't have to do anything. Whatever you feel is right for you. You don't have to follow any existing groups or any existing teams or any existing, like, cliques or anything like that. You can just be whoever you need to be for yourself, no matter how feminine or how unfeminine you are, no matter which model you feel like using, whether you feel like using a femboy model or not, or a big titty goth big cock model or not, you know, whether you want to be this or that. It didn't matter which people have already done that. You can do whatever you personally wanted to do for yourself. That's the message I sent when I was a femboy. But I feel like it somehow turned into something else along the way. But to my perspective, my message has never changed from 2020, 2019 even. I don't think I changed my message ever, where it was literally still that. Where you can be whatever you need to be, whatever you want to be, however you want to express yourself, however you want to move forward, whether it means that you're on this or not on this. You can be trans without being on HRT. You can do all of those things. You don't have to follow what everyone else is following. The whole point of self-expression is to find the direction that we have on a personal level for ourselves, not based on what everyone else has already laid for you. No templates need to be used when trying to figure out what you want to do for yourself. Also, have a good day. Badeka, thank you. So that was the message that I had back then, and I still have today, right? So that is kind of why in my naive brain, I didn't think it mattered whether I was this or that, because I thought that my message was being communicated. But that is, of course, not exactly what happened. In the end, it did matter a lot who I was, who I am, what I decide to identify as, who I feel I am, and perhaps more importantly, what I've done my entire life since I was 10 years old. So it's one of those things where I have to be a role model in a lot of ways. And that is based off who I am. Where, hey, I am this person, and anyone similar to who relates to me being this person is gonna be someone who might be interested in what I do, rather than what my content is. And to be fair, we appealed to more mainstream stuff back then too, like the whole because I feel like you could do many things. If you're not trans, you can just, you know, you can be a guy and be feminine, and it's quite easy to make that that branding work. You don't have many issues with that. And it's true that I feel like the moment you add trans to the title, it becomes a lot more tricky to kind of survive in the same pool of people, kind of thing. Yeah, it is interesting to see how it developed, because I would say that in VR chat specifically, every year is better than the previous year, and this year is no exception. I feel like every passing year, it's much easier to be who you want to be than the year before it. Not just who you want to be, but who you feel you are, and how you want to express yourself. Hi! I was just talking about something. I hope y'all are doing great. So yeah, that's kind of like my experience, or my idea of it. I generally feel like I generally feel like VR chat has just has this really fun trend of just improving every single year, and this might be actually quite controversial to say, but honestly that's how I've been feeling the whole time. I need to explore a bit more of, well, and the reason why I can say that, or I feel like I can say that, is because I have consistently walked through public rooms since 2017, and I still walk into public rooms since in the entirety of 2014. 2024, 2017 to 2024. And when you do that, you can see how much the vibes have switched. And I dare say, and maybe I'm gonna get slapped across the face later on for saying this publicly, but ever since they included easy anti-cheat, it's become much easier to go around Publix and actually enjoy Publix. Hi Luna, how are you doing? I'm just talking about some stuff, I guess. It makes sense why. So like, I think the vocal majority on VR chat for Twitter and such doesn't actually visit public rooms. I don't think they do, because I don't feel like anyone like talks like. I still think that public rooms are like this crazy scary stigma for a lot of people, and it's really not that bad. So I've never stopped visiting Publix, right? Like, I would expect to get crashed once, twice, maybe every 2 hours. And I never cared. I would just restart the game and go back in, right? It takes like 30 seconds to restart the game, so I never really you know, do much with it kind of thing. But what is true is that, you know, back then, if you were to walk into a room, it didn't matter which room you walked into, well, not saying rips and crashes don't happen anymore, but they are significantly less common than they were before. Yeah, and of course it had its own issues, right? And of course these things come with its own issues and valid criticisms and such. But goddamn, it is really day and night. It was really day and night. And I'm someone who has spent an obscene amount of hours, in VR chat. I would easily say 13, 14, 15,000 hours in that range. Let's say 13,000, okay? It's probably a little bit more, but let's say 13,000. And the majority, and I would say 1/3 of that time was spent in public rooms. I probably spent like 4,000 hours roaming public rooms talking to strangers. So like, to me, it's just been like, I felt the difference. I felt the difference quite hard. The home, you mean cozy home or soft home, or I think it was cozy home or something. Comfy home, comfy house. That was the Deltarune main theme, which was actually the main theme of the PS4 edition of Undertale. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, because I play VR chat on several accounts, on Steam, several, like, on the Oculus accounts and such, so I have no idea how many hours I actually have in the game. I just know about one Steam account, essentially. Yeah. Favorite Deltarune character? Sans. Is that a cop-out? To be fair, I mean, I've said this before, but I used VR chat as Discord. Like, I replaced Discord with VR chat for like 3 years. I'm just, even now, I am not a person who's active on Discord. I am active on Discord for a few people, but for the most part, if I am available, I will be communicating in VR chat. One of the reasons why I joined VR chat was because after, I'm gonna expose myself here, but after 3 or 4 or 5 instant messaging platforms. We got MSN, Skype, Discord, whatever the fuck, Ventrilo, TeamSpeak, whatever. There's so many fucking ways to type and use voice chat. And when I joined VR chat, I was like, I'm here because I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I do not want to type and use voice chat. I want to experience more of a virtual experience. I want to move around. I want to do body language. I want to create characters. I want to express myself with characters, and I want to move forward with that. That's why I got hooked to VR chat, because I didn't want to just be on another texting voice platform. So for the longest time, I just replaced Discord with VR chat. with the consequences, if you didn't know me in VR chat, you would not. You would hear from me in 3 years, and I would be a different person, essentially. Now, of course, I have no choice because I'm traveling a lot. So right now, I am more around Discord, but not publicly much. If Discord had something like VR chat, maybe that would be interesting. You know, like grab like a random room. Like imagine Discord had a feature where you just have random rooms where you can put in 40 different people, and you can just type to each other or something. I don't fucking know. And you can move out of that room and move into a different room. I guess you can call that server hopping, but like it's not intuitive, is it? It was on the click one button or something. That could be cool. But yeah. That's why I like VR chat especially because of the public rooms, because I can just click on a room and meet 40 new strangers. And if I don't like the 40 new strangers, I'll go to the 40 other strangers. And I'll go to the 40 other strangers. And I'll go to the 40 other strangers. And I can keep doing this for like years, because there's over 100,000 people active all the fucking time, you know? Or are they? Let me check real quick. What is the player base of VR chat these days? And this is just Steam charts, right? We're not including the Quest users. 24-hour peak, 30,000 users. Cool. 30,000 users. Back when I started VR chat, there were 300 active users every day. And so I literally made out of my way to meet everyone who played the game. Pretty much. I went out of my way to meet everyone playing the game. That's why people still remember me from back then, actually. It's crazy. Before I became a streamer. Thank you, Nuclear Fox. So, yeah. And also another thing about introversion and extroversion, right? Like I kind of was the person that would pull introverted people into a space that I hope they enjoyed as well, even though I am not like nearly as socially loud as people. I'm not socially loud, that's for sure. I'm socially quite quiet, but I think I'm involved, you know what I mean? So like I don't go into a room and then raise my voice and get everyone's attention. I go into a room and I focus on one person for a second, and I move to another one person, and I just kind of like eventually maybe say something in the middle of the group, and then people listen to me. But I'm never that loud. I'm never really like that pulley for attention in that sense, because that's not really something I'm very good at. I don't think I'm very good at that. I'm good at being noticed for smaller, more personal things. Maybe that makes sense. Or I'm just, maybe I'm attractive to people, I guess. But I feel like a lot of it becomes a thing from how I've interacted with someone one-on-one, or how you've interacted with my content and how I look to you from watching my content and such. And if I'm in a room where people don't know me, I hold no power. I hold no weight. I exist around the corners, and I talk to someone one-on-one sometimes, and eventually maybe a lot of people who know me eventually come together to like surround me and such. But if that doesn't happen, and if I don't know anyone, there is about a 0% chance I will pull everyone's attention. I just don't feel like doing that, and I'm probably not good at it either. So I'm not sure if you can call me that much of an extrovert, but I usually think of myself as an omnivert in that sense, because I am often in the center of attention, but I never drag the attention towards me in a room where nobody knows me. Unless people just get horny from me just being there, then I guess I've drawn attention to myself by just being, I don't know, that's a sense, you know, but that's a different thing, I think. It's more about how I've presented myself into the room. Even like posing and doing some flirts and such, I think it's a more like a smaller one-on-one kind of thing that isn't like something that attracts the eyes of everyone in a room. More like a few people in the room, and then that kind of can expand to more people in the room kind of thing. Yeah, pretty much. And yeah, I like talking to all of you here. I like I said, I don't stream that often as I used to, but when I do, I come here to talk to you. I literally stream to talk to you. It is something that I enjoy doing, and I literally miss talking to all of you when I don't do it after a few weeks or something. That's why you don't see many monetization things on my stream. I like talking to everyone. So yeah. We're not doing crazy things as we used to, but I enjoy my time when I get to speak, and yeah. But like I said, I am definitely looking forward to doing some crazier things for all of you, or for all of you soon. Yeah, so there is Hi Sin.
Missed you less than 3.
Thank you for 25 months. Thank you so much. I missed you too. There is a weird thing about how I feel being in front of groups. I learned it at some point in my life where if I stop thinking about looking good in front of people or being good in front of a crowd, being organized in front of a crowd, then everything becomes much easier. I learned this method of presenting myself. I learned it because I was never prepared for... Okay, so history. In school, I was never prepared for anything. I would never study. I would never do homework. I would never do anything because I didn't care, pretty much. I'm the type of person who would drop out of your fucking school, essentially. And at one point, I had to do this presentation, and I barely prepared, and I was like, fuck. I'm gonna be nervous in front of this crowd of people and such. And then I had this idea. Where I was just gonna be funny. I was just gonna be funny instead. I will just embrace it, right? So I went on stage and I was jumping around the stage, pointing at things from the slides with my finger, jumping back to the laptop, sliding. I was going wild. And by the end of the presentation, I was getting fucking praised. And I was like, huh? And I realized, this is a really powerful tool. If I'm smiling and I'm having fun, it's hard to invoke negative emotions about me. If it's fun for you too. So I'm just like, okay. Alright, cool. What if I use that more often? So I learned how to make things look a little silly. And there is another thing about that which has to do with ego. And I realized what was very attractive about that to people is that when it's easy to fall into a level of, like, I guess I can call it ego, where if you're not looking good, or if you think you may not look good doing something, you may outright refuse to be a part of anything, or maybe be like against something, right? Like for example, being scared of looking. There's this really traditional thing around I guess very normal communities where like, oh, I don't want to do that because that looks gay or something like that, right? And then there's this ego or pride or fear that you'll look a certain way if you do this certain thing, which is a little bit of insecurity in a lot of ways too. But I realized that it's actually quite attractive to not fall victim to like that sort of pride or that sort of like restraints that you have to looking that good all the time to your public image and such. I think it's really attractive, actually. And personally, And it comes down to people that, I mean, another story about that. This is a slutty story. Are you okay? You look fucked up.
Yes.
You good?
Yes.
You're like struggling to like.
My nose is not happy.
Oh my god.
I was fine yesterday.
What was I saying? Yeah, so this is a story from a couple of years ago where I was being quite slutty, and I was sitting next to this guy, and he had this like really edgy like fuckboy model. He was like 4 times as tall as me, muscles, tattoos, like the whole like kind of edgy fuckboy aesthetics. Not to say that muscles and tattoos make you edgy, because I would love either of those normally, but like kind of thing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, right? The fuckboy aesthetic. Had like the whole corpse voice going on for him and everything, right? And then I listened to him talk. And he was talking about like taking care of some people, getting with some people, hooking up with some girls, and then hooking up with some guys too, and just being like overall quite respectful in talking about his stories, where he was with these people and such, without naming anyone. And I was like, this person is attractive to me. They're not judging anyone in their stories. They're not afraid of seeming uncool to their normie friends. They are just expressing themselves and their joys and experiences they've had with other people. So I let them fuck me on the spot, but that's a different story. Anyway, but it was really it was just attractive to me. Okay, it was attractive to me, so it was cool. I don't know. And it's funny because that was like 20 minutes before stream in like a public room. So I was like, oh, shit, I gotta go, but this is too good. Anyway, yeah, so that's how that goes. And that's how that went. It was pretty pog. And they were really nice to me afterwards. So it was a good call. Unfortunately, I am me in some senses, so like I wasn't very good at I don't really maintain contact that much. Like I'm very busy all the time. So like I am that bitch that you can fuck me once and I may not give you much attention afterwards. Sorry. But I don't know. I feel like it's okay for me to do it at the same time, because I don't really give the idea that I'm going to start a relationship with anyone. I don't really give the idea that I'm going to be close or dedicated to anyone. So like in that sense, I feel like, hey, I'm not trying to trick anyone, but this is kind of what I'm going to do. And if you're okay with that, then just use me for a little bit. It could be nice. But at the same time, like, being nice is also kind of nice. Okay. Yeah. My favorite dish. What kind of food do I like? Is there a funny story with that food? Funny story about food that I like. I'm not too sure, actually. Oh, before I go into the food topic, let me finish that off a little bit. I have had many people who approach me and tell me, "Hey, I'm not like your other fans. I want to get to know you. I want to be friends with you. I don't want anything else but that. I don't care if we do anything like this and that." And I appreciate the idea, but I usually don't believe people who say that to me. Because I would say that in the vast majority of times, when somebody says they just want to be my friend and have zero loot interest in me, it is often a way to fuck me while, you know, having that interest being kinda there. So for me, I would much prefer people who people who have interest in looting me. I would rather you just tell me into my face from the second that you meet me. Just tell me from the very beginning. Because it actually shows me what kind of interaction or what kind of context you're trying to interact with me, right? If you're telling me, I just want to be your friend and I have no lewd interest in you, and that's actually true, that's fine. If that's not true, it's kind of a little bit like, I mean, I already don't believe you on the first sentence, so what makes me feel like trusting you more, right? Kind of thing. So, somebody who tells me that they just want to fuck me, and then was really nice to me, and really enjoyed hanging out with me and such, like, I might hang out with that person again. I might have a fun time with that person. But somebody who tells me that they want to be my friend to maybe get me to care about them, because they feel that people only loot people when they care about you and such, and that's not the case with me. And I don't want to. Actually, I'll go one step further. I've said this before on stream, but for those who have not been here before, I, for the longest time, have held an image and brand about myself being 20-30% sluttier than I actually am, to prevent people from getting too overly attached to me, and additionally from people to be less straightforward with me. So what would happen is that I'd rather fuck someone than watch a movie with them. I'd rather kiss someone than hang out in private with them or something. I would probably never hang out in a private period. I'd rather be part of an orgy than fuck someone alone. Because all of those things have one thing in common, and it's that they can develop a personal connection to me. And usually I am not willing to do that. Because me caring for someone allows me to get hurt by that person, and I am a little bit scared of that sort of thing. So I'd rather not. Unless I feel like there's a good natural reason for it to develop that way. So it hurts me less to just fuck someone than to become closer to them. Yeah, so that's what I've usually done in the last couple of years. That being said, I haven't been actively hooking up with people for maybe like a year now. Like, I haven't been that active around that sort of scene in a long time. I do it sometimes, but very uncommonly now. So things have stabilized in many different ways. Yeah, that is pretty much the story around that. Yes, because I value the emotions one gains from caring about another more than I value fucking coming for like a while. Like, who cares? Who cares? What does it matter? It doesn't matter. It's like, you just come and move on. Like, it doesn't have any impact on my life whatsoever, whether somebody came, some balls got emptied or not. Like, it doesn't make any difference in my life whatsoever. You know. Anyway, we're talking about food. Food. I don't have any particular memory of my favorite foods. I do have a story. It led into me buying ingredients differently for about a couple of years. I was roaming around my country for a bit, and while buying some very unique piece of hardware, I ended up at a bakery. And this bakery had these, like, you know, they also offered, you know, lunches and such. So I ordered a lunch. It was just a piece of toast with ketchup on the side. It was a ham and cheese toast sandwich. And I grab the toast, I dip it into the ketchup, and I bite into it. And I'm just like, hey, why does it taste so good? What the fuck's going on? Right? And I'm just like, what the fuck? And I keep eating. I'm like fucking confused as to why it's tasting so good. It's just fucking toast, right? And so afterwards, I had to walk inside the bakery and compliment the people who work there because I was like, my mind was blown, right? And that's when I learned that supermarket ingredients are just not that great. They're good enough, but they're not great. And I learned the difference between good enough and great. So occasionally since then, I mostly buy groceries at the grocery store, right? Because it's good enough. But sometimes I buy something that's great at specialty stores where they are much more fresher, much more better made than at the supermarket. So all of my favorite foods that I occasionally order, maybe my favorite wines or meats and such, once every few months I splurge on something that's a little bit more expensive because those are the great ingredients. But most of the time it's good enough to just buy at the supermarket. Oh, and I'm allergic to apples. They make me swell up. I can't eat apples whatsoever. I don't know anyone else who's allergic to apples but me. So yeah, that's the story. Yeah, so there's a yeah, I'm generally just fetching it. Have a good night, Jelly. I want to organize a party. Like, I've been thinking about organizing a party for like almost a month or 2 or 3 now. Where I want to maybe do like a dance event, a DJ event, a drinking event, things like that and such, you know. Yeah, so I was thinking about that too, right? Shauv, yeah, or Shauv. Anyway, sorry. So I haven't been able to find a single version of apple that I can eat. Like washing it doesn't work. Cutting the shell off doesn't work. Biological apple, whatever the fuck that means, it doesn't work. Apple from the farmer's market doesn't work. Like I've tried so many different apples until now. The allergy only got worse, right? So like now I'm kind of scared of trying apples. I'm just scared of them. Like, if I taste any apple, I pause immediately. I'm just like, you know. So I've tried a lot. I used to eat apples in the past, but I don't think I think I had a very light reaction to them very early on. Like a very light one that I didn't care much about. It just went worse or worse over the years. Yeah, apples will scare me. Don't use apples on me, please. You know, there's something that I used to say when it comes down to higher quality products, right? I always thought it was bad to always go for the cheapest stuff. I always thought it was bad. I actually think it's more expensive to go for the cheapest stuff because you have to replace them more often, or it comes at a cost of your own like enjoyment of daily things, right? So, thinking about like, I had allergy blood work done. Another thing about me, if I lose interest, I lose interest in something. So like I did blood work for like something that was happening to me at the time. I had trouble breathing, and there was an allergy test, and the allergy test online didn't tell me any details, so I had to go in probably for some details. But I got better, so I just didn't care anymore. I never asked for the details of my allergy test. I'm silly, I'm sorry. I just sometimes if I just don't care anymore, I just drop it. Just drop it. Like, I don't know. I'm someone who really lives in the moment, and a lot of times, and if it's out of the moment, it's just gone. I don't know. Is it the smartest thing to do? Nah. Is it something that I should be doing? Nah. Do I do it anyway? Yeah. Do I get away with it? All the time. Yeah. You know what the first thing I invested in when I started becoming more successful online as a content creator? First thing I invested in. First thing. Well, to be fair, the first thing was a computer, because my computer was horrible. Horrible computer back then. Horrible computer back then. This is something, okay, listen, I want to say this to everyone, because this is something that has been consistent, by the way. Every person I have dated in the last, like, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years has become a person that learned social media while they were with me. And most of the people didn't have hardware, didn't have good hardware. They had like shitty laptops. Oh my god, you're struggling. Okay, I'm not looking. Anyway, they had horrible laptops, horrible gear, horrible everything. No good microphones, nothing. No good internet, nothing. Yet I said stream anyway. If you can only stream 30 FPS 360p, you can still become a streamer. If your computer crashes multiple times a day, you can still become a streamer. Because when I started streaming, my stream crashed 6 times a day on a 10-hour stream. Every 2 hours it would crash, essentially. And look where I am today, right? Within months, people got me a new computer, essentially. And reason why is because I don't feel like all of these reasons, like bad hardware, bad internet, is a good reason to not stream if you want to be a streamer, essentially. You can make it work. You just gotta be creative. And like I said, so far, everyone I was more personally involved in, I gave that advice, has turned out to be a streamer that could eventually afford their new computer and upgrades and everything, and still become a streamer that can make a reasonable living from that sort of work. So in that sense, I'm quite happy with that, because that's how it went for me as well. It really is a mindset and a focus around those kinds of things. But of course, not everyone is meant to be a streamer. It could be that the people that I personally am more interested in relationship-wise end up being the type of people who could end up becoming streamers, more likely streamers than otherwise, probably. I do love self-expression after all. And the first thing other than a computer that I invested in was a personal comfortability, like chairs and beds. That's the first thing I invested in. Chairs and beds. I thought having a good chair and having a good bed was more important than anything else. I think about it, you know, there's a lot of crazy creative things you can do with limitations. Like if you love retro games, but you have no good internet and no good PC, then you can do like literally Game Boy Color streams with your 16-bit Live 2D, you know what I mean? Like how much power do you need to do? How much power would you need for that kind of stream, right? You can do so much original shit. Make it 4x3. Make it like there's so many things you can do creatively to think about. You could I don't know. I'm just saying. It's I am quite passionate, I think, about streaming and the art of streaming, of being around and such, and how you do things, the methods of things. That's because I think I like you. I think I like looking on the side of my screen and seeing you type. I like seeing the people that I've now seen for years and such come back and talk to me still. But I also like seeing the new names. It's like how do I play VR chat? I go around to find new people. I go around to find old people. It is a fun, enjoyable experience for me. How can health improve in bad conditions? Oh, probably one thing at a time, right? For example, if you have money, you can do a lot of things. Money can allow you to do a lot of things, right? So if you have money, then you can, I don't know, you know? Hi, Vexley. I hope you have a good sleep. Hi, Dino. Thank you so much. If you have money, you can have perfect air conditions. You can have increased comfort. You can have better food. You can have better physical condition. You can go. You can buy. You know, if you have money, you can do all kinds of things. You can literally buy time in a different environment. If your environment is a problem, create a different environment for yourself. A gym could be a different environment. If you have money, you can literally have perfect air conditions in your room, in your house, in your apartment. You can literally filter every room to the level you want. If you have money, you can buy chairs that will literally improve your posture, your physical health. You can buy better food. You can, if you have money, you can do all those things. If you don't have money and you want to improve things, that's a different story. Something I used to say to my friends is that money is really, really important. And after a certain amount of money, it becomes really, really not that important. It's like it becomes super important to get stability, health, security, able to buy things that make you happy and to be stable and to support someone else in your life. But after a certain amount of money, we have so much extra, and it doesn't become as important anymore because that extra money is not going to solve whatever relationship and personal issues you have in your life. You have to actually put in like the time for that sort of thing. So usually I always focus on like having that amount of money that's required, and the extra is really not that required. Of course, there's the factor of being safe until the world explodes or something, but by that time, there have been so many opportunities to improve your current life based on how you talk to people and how you treat them and how much attention you pay to them. Anyway, hi. That's a lot of information, isn't it? I've been playing some instruments recently. I got my ukulele and my kalimba, and I just occasionally spend time just playing them by myself, just kind of finding tunes that I remember, or songs that I notice from anime or something. So yeah. You bought Ocarina recently? Hell yeah. I used to have an Ocarina. It was like a Legend of Zelda kind of thing. I see, I see. Hmm. Dun, 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 dun. Hmm. So, did y'all enjoy talking about balls today? Let me grab something. Ha. I'm pointing at you dramatically. Objection. uh, can I? Okay, can I ask a question? Can I ask a question? I'm sorry. You know, I'm sorry to bring attention to you, but I just can't shake the feeling, and it's making me hesitate on my incredibly wholesome joke. Hold on, where's my pose? Where's my pose? Hold on. Don't flash me. Okay, there we go. Putting my hands on my hips. No, actually, no, let's not do this one. Let's do this one. Okay. Actually, let me hide my question with another question. Hey, what is the average age here today? I usually usually in my streams, I expect an audience of roughly people in their 20s and such. How old is everyone here today? Hmm. That's crazy. You have like no teens essentially. Almost. No shame, by the way. No shame for everyone. Don't worry about it. No shame for anyone. Oh, you're really struggling. Oh my god. Wait, don't hide in the covers. I have to sleep in that. Oh my god. You're fine. You're just sneezing. It's a natural thing. Oh my god, I can't believe that your face isn't going outside fuckable ready right now, and the horror. You poor human being. I swear. I swear to God. You need to be fuckable 24/7. That's crazy. I don't, by the way. Awesome. Okay.
I can't
Iron
stay
cheese smile,
because
thank
I got
you.
work. However, I wanted to at least say hi before then.
Thank you so much. What is it? Yes.
I would rather take being unwell with my throat than being unwell with my nose.
Okay.
Can I try?
Um.
Can you use the mic?
Sorry, I don't know how to help you. Anyway, hi, welcome, Destroyer. We just talk. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, I was asking everyone about stuff. Yeah, I was actually talking about how the stream here actually has at this point the community here on Twitch and YouTube has a higher average than how it used to be. My streams have become, while I have, this is actually quite interesting. Okay, so you can say that I have become much hornier and much lewder over the years. My models have become more, my designs have become more, you know, thick and fuckable and every horny thing on the planet. I've done more lewd content than ever before in my career and such. However, at the same time, the things I talk about have become more refined. The way I talk and the way I do my streams have become more subtle and detailed. And the average age of the people watching my streams has only gone up higher and higher. I think the biggest thing that changes your audience is how heavily octane your content is. It's like how high energy it is, how much like you're jumping around and such. That's really like a big difference. So even though it seems like in a lot of ways I do hornier things, it's actually not attracting the wrong people. I am getting more elegant, I feel, that's for sure. I feel like I'm not nearly as moe as before either. I was more moe-ish, like my face looked more like tihi anime. I still look very anime, of course, but I think my vibes have switched in the last year specifically. And I'm quite happy with that, actually. Yeah, I think here you do see beyond the horny. And also the fact that even though I do more publicly horny things, I actually feel like me, myself as a person has become less crazy than I used to be. Because in the past, I would generally vent and cope with myself by fucking random strangers. Whereas now I don't do that much anymore. I just make more public content. But I feel like public content is very different when there's a monetizable gain from it compared to privately for my own coping, just doing crazy things kind of thing. I feel like it's a different vibe, and it puts me in a less unstable position. The way I do things now, like mentally, what I mean. I think I'm a happier person now in many different ways. And not only that, I think right now my look this is probably my favorite look that I've had in a long time too. Like the way this model, my current model looks, the way we kind of like, God, the way I modified these proportions and such, I'm so happy with them. Oh my god. And I was supposed to be a small-chested girl, where the reason originally for me to have a small chest after having a big chest, or giant titties, or small titties sort of big titties, is more the fact that I was someone that felt more exposed as a person to the public and the streams when I had a smaller chest, because you know, transitioning and such. And I thought to myself, if I kept a body type and an aesthetic that looked more like I was post-transition or currently transitioning, that it would help new viewers get more personal with me from my voice and my aesthetics, and just generally keep like a body type and clothes that were more androgynous rather than going all the way in one direction with like giant tits and such. that's kind of the decision I made with the new Moocubus right now. However, I end up with giant tits, thick thighs, and the most femininist possible look ever. Anyway, right? And so what happened? What happened with the with my whole idea? And what happened is that you happened in a lot of ways. You happened, and I at one point, just for fun, wanted to create this Garu like look, because I've always wanted to have giant tits. I've always really wanted to have giant tits, and so like it was like a self treat for myself to occasionally put it on, and it turned out to look too good, like way better than I thought it was gonna look. And I realized that you right now and me right now, it feels a certain way where I don't feel like I'm not exposed. I don't feel like this is something I'm hiding behind whatsoever. I feel like this is fitting me right now quite well. Like, there's this vibe that I'm having right now, and I guess in the way you call it, my elegance has changed a lot. And I didn't feel that with the smaller character. So yeah. Hello, hi, thank you for the 10 gift subs. It's been a while since I heard that song. Thank you so much. Yeah, and so where before I felt like I really needed to tone down my look, I now don't feel like I need to do that anymore. I feel like my vibes fit this vibe very well. I feel like my energy fits this energy very well. I feel like yeah. And I think I didn't feel that way 3 years ago. I tried doing this 3 years ago, and I didn't feel like it fit me back then as much, because I was very much off the right after being a femboy, and like all the characters back then looked way more moe back then and such, right? And I wasn't really feeling this elegance that I have, I guess, elegance quote unquote, that I have right now. Also hi Snow. And this is also something I noticed in VR chat. My body language has changed completely with this model. I stand much taller than I used to be. I used to be one of the smallest people in every world, and now I am one of the medium-sized people in every world. So all my models are now like 30-40% taller. My body posture is more elegant than overly cutesy. My movement has become more elegant than overly cutesy and such. And so I think the interest in me has shifted a bit more. And in that sense, I also, in some rooms, don't become as noticeable anymore as some of the other more active people who are definitely doing more cutesy things than I am now. But I am happy about that. I'm actually quite happy about that. It's like I found a vibe that really fits me, and not just fits me, but something that I've grown into, rather than just tried to become out of the bat. So it is a natural development over the last 3 years that hits this point, and I think it's a very good timing because, like I said, it's been almost 3 years. It's gonna be 3 years to next week. Next week Saturday. I want to throw a party next week Saturday because it's been 3 years exactly to that day when I came out, and we went through so many things. I went through so many things. We all went through so many things in the last 3 years, and I feel like I'm finally at a spot where I can publicly celebrate the fact that I came out 3 years ago. And I didn't feel that way the last 2 years. I didn't feel like I could publicly celebrate it yet. But now I feel like I can, with all of you, with the community that we have right now. And, fuck yeah. And that's also another factor to my confidence is that no matter how much time there is between my streams, no matter how little I do stream, when I do come back, you all do come over. I can be gone from Twitch for a month. I come over and there's still like 300 people of you here. I am gone from other platforms for longer and there's still 600-700 people looking at you. Like, I can't stop y'all from being fucking horny because y'all go on those platforms like crazy. Like, about 600-700-800 people. Holy fucking shit. Y'all are fucking crazy. Oh my god. Yeah, it's been 3 years since then. Exactly 3 years. I think that I would say that the absolute biggest development I've made was the last 8 months. Even though it's been 3 years, the last 8 months was the biggest development I've made in my self-expression and how I wish to live life, how I wish to look at life. The last 8 months have been extremely healthy for me, extremely healthy. While at the same time, I've also been extremely, many uncomfortable moments happened actually. Like many things happened that have put me and my mind like at focus of things that I wish I didn't have to focus on. But at the same time, 2023 was such a peaceful year for me. Maybe not for the rest of the world, but it was for me. And it allowed, I think, the end of last year to happen. And that allowed for me to develop how I am now. So it all worked out in that sense. God, Safi, you're so in trouble. Are we still going out today? How Wuga? Hi, Mind. You may want to keep the tissues. Yeah, pretty much. So maybe you should bring your jacket. Maybe you should bring your jacket.
What jacket?
The jacket I bought for you. The designer jacket I bought for you.
You mean the one that I left at home?
Yeah, yeah.
Love you.
Anyway, so that's crazy. Okay. Well, anyway, I was thinking about throwing a party in some your firm. I wanted to make it a bit crazier, maybe a little bit special, but I also was looking into doing more regular events again. But yeah, I keep constantly get stuck in multiple projects at once. I feel like something really unique happened with me as a VTuber with all of you is that to get into the VTuber community, I do feel like a lore video is and a review is something that puts you on the map, and it has done that for me before. I just didn't have the energy to maintain the VTuber energy after the Alien debut. It did what it was supposed to do. It got me the attention that I wanted to some extent, but not all the way I wanted to do it, because I didn't actually make the full debut video the way it was meant to be, right? But it did give me the attention that I want for a certain amount of time. But something unique happened with us, you, me, everyone, is that because I've been streaming for so long, my lore, my story has become the one that has actually happened over the last 3 years, rather than 6 years, rather than the fictional story of my character. So it has built this connection with a lot of you, where you don't look at the story of the character, you look at the story of me and how you've been a part of it. So in a way, it's really interesting to see how that has developed as well. That being said, I am happy to announce that there's a second game coming out at some point this year, because the second game is actually working and it's actually being developed and it's actually like, we're actually doing it. And it is going to be the game that we were going to make it last year. However, it is no longer an Alien project. This is no longer the Alien project that I first announced in 2022. It is a Mookivus production now, and it is already playable. Haha, surprise announcement. It's already playable. It's already playable. But we're not going to show it off, because it has zero art. It has zero aesthetics. It's just playable. Anyway, like I said, the thing that was supposed to happen 2 years ago. No. Well, that I announced 2 years ago. I got delayed and got rewritten about 7 times and has 3 scrapped projects. This is the 4th one. This is the 4th attempt to make this game. Finally seems to actually be happening. It seems to actually be happening now. This will be a direct sequel to the Mookivus visual novel. A direct sequel. It is going to happen 2 years after the Mookivus visual novel story, which makes sense because it's been 2 years since we released that one. 2 years after the Mookivus story. And it will be not a visual novel. It will not be a visual novel. It will be an actual game where you can shoot at enemies. And that's all I'm saying. It'll of course be short. Don't expect something long. Don't expect something big. But it will have original music. It will be pog as fuck. And you will know it will have some of my aesthetics. And I can actually, with confidence, say, for once, in the last 2 years with confidence, that we can actually build this vision that I've had for it. And I have full faith in the people that I'm with that it's going to happen this time. So, there's that. It has been a long time since I have had any confidence to publicly talk about anything I'm working on. With everything that has gone on and everything that has happened, it's been a long time since I've had that confidence. But that time has come. Finally, that time has come. So, don't hear a sneak peek. And hear a cute sneak peek. I wanna let you know. Here's some spoilers. Here's some spoilers. This is a work in progress battle theme from this game. It's fucking pog. Anyway, yeah. God, the amount of unfinished work in progress content that I have in folders. There's honestly there was like so many concepts that I will probably revisit in the future for a bigger project. But for specifically the Alien game, right? The Alien game is just not. It's not small scale. It's impossible to do what I thought or what I envisioned for it as a small scale, unless I nerf the whole thing to the ground, essentially. But there is have I ever talked to you about the idea was for the Alien visual novel? Because there was 3 different versions of this. There was the original Celtra story. There was the Celtra shoot 'em up bullet hell game, and then there was the Celtra story again, but a shortened version of it. So, and Celtra is the name of my Alien lore, Alien story. So the original Celtra visual novel was gonna be a slightly expanded version of Mookiebus. It wasn't gonna be that crazy. So I say there was a lot of crazy stuff in it. There were like multiple characters and outcomes and such, but the way it was supposed to work, and I am still going to probably keep this in the back of my mind for the future, but the way it was going to work was it was going to have the main menu was going to be the alien, me at the time, floating in the middle, and depending on the choices that you make in the game, I would either like be there, not be there, look hurt, look not hurt. Like it's a sort of a time travel kind of scenario where every time you go into a chapter of the story, you change the outcome of that chapter, and in real time, your main menu or me as the character on your screen would change based on your decisions in that story. And there would be like 4 or 5 chapters and such doing that, and what you do in each and every one of them would change something in the cockpit, which was the main menu, so to say. And that would eventually unlock the final chapter based on like what's required, which version of the cockpit you are required to have to unlock the last chapter and such. And this all works through like memory modules and such. And that was like the original concept of the Celtra game. Now this project, which requires a lot of art. It requires so much art. It's like 4 times bigger than Mookiebus. Well, no, it wasn't. It wasn't 4 times bigger, but it was much bigger. It requires so much art. And so that was the big issue. It required so much art. And so afterwards we went for a more gaming aspect that didn't require as much art. But I had a huge falling out with the developer, and that I pretty much scrapped that because we had a huge falling out. It was not pretty. And then the third one was like I had a vision of the whole thing with less art and less scale, but that never really got off the drawing table. And so this one, being a direct sequel of Mookiebus, it makes a lot more sense. It's easier to get into, it's easier to understand. Already established the story in the previous visual novel, and so it's something that I'll be very happy to work on for everyone as well. With that, does the alien stay on the shelf? For now, yes. For now, the alien will stay on the shelf. We're focusing attention on the Mookiebus story and expanding the Mookiebus story. Like at the end, the secret true end of the visual novel that is Mookiebus, it's not ready yet. I thought it was ready 2 years ago. It's not ready yet. We're not ready yet for alien stuff. So maybe in 6 months, we'll look into if we're ready to look at alien content or not. But for 2024, I do not think Alien is ready. This is the year of the Mooncubus, for sure. So that is my report on that sort of thing. God, it feels good to have confidence. Oh my god. Ugh. Ugh. It feels good to have confidence. Jesus fucking Christ. It's like a limbo. It's like, fuck, I can't say anything if I don't have the confidence to say anything. I just feel like making excuses instead of saying anything. If I ever made like a giant Kickstarter, I need to put like a disclaimer and be like, I might just ghost y'all for a year as I focus on making this and like literally not update you. like I might just disappear off the internet for a year, making this giant $200,000 project or something, and like you may not hear from me for a while. I'm gonna isolate, you know. I probably wouldn't isolate. I can't stay away from you. But Havuka. Da, 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 da. I don't think I could stay away for a year though. That would be crazy. I don't think I could do that. So, today is Thursday. I'll be out in a little bit. I want to watch the new Mad Max movie. That'd be cool. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Yeah, like I said, I'm also like dabbling into like this stuff here. I have this little thing here. Anyway, like I just play it to myself a bunch. But I also have a kalimba that I play, which is nice. What time is it now? It's 3:30. Oh, hold on. Maggie, are you still there? I just checked my DMs. Okay, thank you. I just need you to type for a second. How do I do this? Oh, how do I do this? Oh wait, that's how I do it. Hi. And then I take care soon. Let me do this also. This makes sense. Okay. get something? I don't think so. Oh yeah, do y'all want to watch me play Hades? I can probably beat the game in like 20 minutes or so. If I use my like moderately OP build. I'm gonna use my moderately OP build though. You may have seen it on YouTube before, I don't know. Like I just happened to run into it myself. I'm pretty sure people use this to speedrun the game. It's been a while since I played a game, huh? Let's see. Gaming. Oh boy. Da 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 da. I'm too good at video games. Yeah. Are you good, Safi? Yeah. You sure? Yeah. Okay. Da 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 da. I'm glad you like my crown. Twitch and YouTube. La 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 la. Okay. This looks good. And then, oops. It's a little bit small, isn't it? I'm gonna have to find out where the UI is for this game. Give me a second. Hades 2. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Edit video. Okay. Almost done. Just putting the titles, not the tags, I guess. The game title, yeah. Hades 2. Save. That should be everything. No.
Adequate.
Oh yeah, I have my ultra wide, so it's gonna look a little bit crazy, huh? So I changed my lighting a little bit, make myself a little bit darker. Yeah, that's kind of cool, actually. Hold on. A little greenish. Are you okay? Are you sure? You need me to help you? Okay. Mm. This is slight. This is a slight amount. Not too much. How's this, everyone? Also, thank you so much, Overlord. How are these? This looks good? Okay. Alright, well, let's get into this game then.
Whoa, hold on. What's going on with you? Never seen you so excited. Dora, I found him, Kronos, and I beat
Oh yeah,
him.
I beat the game a couple of
Used
times.
every trick he had until he yielded and expired.
Expired. This should do it. Okay. Right, chat's working, and there we go.
Oh, nice. Well, no, he isn't. Yeah, all good.
Alright, let's go.
Good evening, everyone.
Skip.
Good show that time.
Hey. What? Wait, what happened?
You are prepared, young one.
Eh?
Commander, what is that?
What is that?
Wisdom of the ages. Judgment.
One more.
May we converse? Your myriad accomplishments thus far are nothing in comparison to that which you now stand to gain, young.
The patterns on that drapery. The secret gifts of the veil.
Well, let's just say the rules have lately changed. Those gifts, as you refer to them, are yours to earn.
Perhaps a test merely of...
Haha.
Be such a baby.
Peek.
I mustn't look.
Eh, what is...
Messing with that thing.
Okay, I guess this is like later patches or something. Okay, so, this thing here, right? I learned something very early on while playing this game, is that, when I spam this is the speed of me spamming the projectile. But if I tap it and I time it properly, the actual fire speed doesn't matter. So you can essentially skill shot this. And I don't know if it's an exploit, but it's at least like, well, it seems to be like 30-40% faster or something. So I've just been using that. So even if I have low attack speed, I just sweet spot the projectile, I guess, or something. Actually do something real quick. There we go. Changing my lighting a tiny bit. Or should I just be brighter? Maybe I'll be brighter a little bit. Yeah, I want to be a little bit brighter. Yes! I want to show the wetness on my skin. There we go. That's better. That's much better. Good morning. So press 1 if you've played this game before. Press 2 if you are interested in it. Press 3 if you don't care and you just want to watch me play.
Find the Titan, slay the Titan.
Oops. 1 second. I forgot the setup. Okay,
All right.
let's go.
Hence I go.
What the fuck? Okay.
Back to Kronos.
Gotcha, gotcha.
They'll drown. I've blood to spare.
Oh my fucking god. This is amazing. Holy shit. All of these are amazing. Except for this one. I don't care about this one. This one is fucking amazing. This one is fucking amazing. Four encounters, huh? Fuck. Okay.
Good.
The ancient and
Alright, let's go.
Come.
Come.
Is that all?
I need to take care of Safi after this. Oh my god.
Count right now. Found you,
Nice.
Artemis. She marked that one for me.
By the way, I thought my most anticipated game for this year was Hellblade, by the way. Hellblade 2. And I finished the whole game in one session. Actually, it took me like 8 hours to beat it. I know a lot of people beat it in like 5 or 6 hours. Even though it was short, you know, I thought that it gave the story that I was actually kind of hyped for. And that's also because I played it with like really a really nice setup. It was like super fancy audio, super fancy visuals and everything.
I can often depend on Sister Seleni's love.
So it felt really immersive to me.
Though I know it's difficult for her, and had
Could really use a proper hunting party for this.
Oh shit. Let's go.
Then it's yours. Moonlight guide you.
Oh shit. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. This one might be crazy. This one might be crazy, unironically. If I do this, I'm gonna be entering... Am I gonna enter the boss fight without specials if I do this? I have a mini boss here, so... I'll do them mini boss.
Kronos bit us back.
Hi.
It's gone. Mindless wretch. You got that bloody time? Infinite possibility.
Nice. I actually wanted to have the cast that shoots out,
A
but
gift from the
oh
earth.
well. I'm already OP by the way with this. I'm already OP now. It's actually kind of GG already. Oh. Yeah. It's over here. Oh, there we go.
Not a chance.
Hehe.
There.
Gimme, gimme.
My mother's strength.
Yeah. Oops.
That's that.
Okay. I think the first boss will die in under 30 seconds with this. Oh wait, I got this one early. Holy shit.
We cannot always reach you in those depths.
Hmm. This stuff is kind of cool, actually.
My strength reborn.
At last.
Have a go.
It surely is beginning.
Kronos seemed
You. Cross blades. Once more with me, sisters.
Oops.
Your favorite.
I'm the shape. Oh no.
Right to no avail. All right.
死んでください。 Helga.
He's back.
Greetings, little one. The self-made queen of the gods bestowing you.
Hello. Peluche, how you doing? Nishan Games, hey.
Soul tonic. You should have stayed in shadow.
I'm doing good. Hi, Sandra. I'm doing one Hades run before I get ready for my night today. I've just been doing a bit just chatting before now.
The water spouts. The heart sigil.
My, isn't that the glimmer of a golden apple on you, love? Anything for you.
Wow.
Oh,
Such mindless, flailing persistence on
Oh.
your part. The underworld you never knew. But you did not miss much.
Need to get out. I'm going back where I belong.
Why do you so wish to wake from such a beautiful dream?
I'm already strong, so it doesn't matter. Reminds me of Risk of Rain a little bit, actually. Except for the platform is moving,
Is
or
this
the
truly
area.
that which you are fighting for?
Hello, Ghost Sniper. How you doing?
Don't always chat, running around a lot, being discreet and all, but we exchange a knowing look from time to time.
Specials are faster. Wait, what? I have 2 of each element, you deal more damage. Infused damage. I have a lot more to go to, honestly, though. The speed doesn't matter because I'm already like manually increasing the speed all the time. Infused damage. Sounds crazy, though. How likely is it for me to get 1 of each element? I already have fire. I need 1 earth and 1 water. So 1... I think it's very likely, actually. I think it's very likely. Oh shit.
Ready, Hilma? In the name of peace.
Alright, that's 2 water, 2 air. Now 1 more earth, 1 more fire. What's the earth one? This is Heros, so I need 1 more Hestia and 1 more Heros, I think. And that should be fine. Alright, fuck it. That's a lot of HP, but I should be fine.
Yes.
Oops.
Well. For me. Again. These wretches. What choice did? You're tough.
I don't have enough HP for this. Hello.
Not now, Nem. Knew it.
Oh shit.
Go on. Sure, why not? Hear me, on my authority.
Oh fuck me. Let's go.
Look at here. We'd like to dedicate this nick. We are Skilla and the Sirens! You can feel when it comes to every day. You keep coming back. Can't you see anyone?
Ah. Come on. Oof, okay.
That's quite enough of them. There.
Okay. That counted, right? Within the counter. Okay. So now I need to, let's see. Hey, I hope you didn't get to. But I didn't count as a fire thing, really. I didn't really get a yes.
Out of here.
I'm a little bit low on HP still. I should have altered it.
A withered bough. Enough. Let us together shine this night, O moon.
You face the Behold,
I don't really. Oh shit! Hell yeah!
drink deep and persevere.
That's what I needed. How do I use this? There we go. Hey yo. I'm missing I'm missing something else here. I wanted to get a big buff that I'm not getting. And I might get it now though. I'll go here for now.
Clear the way.
My mumbly voice is soothing. Thank you. Chat's so. Chat is touching their balls right now.
Ensnared.
Meh. Meh.
For the night. Grow golden once again.
It only counts in combat. Oops. Hello, Patch. I'm doing good. Just
Let's see how this goes.
playing this game. Thank you. Oh fuck. Chill. Okay. Time to grind some health items. Okay. Hi, Bridget. Oh, this is it. I wanted this one.
Fired up.
Only one Earth. That is this one. Yep. I still have the boon, not the boon, the ring. Oh, never mind. For, oh, whatever. Take care, Baifu.
Retribution.
Okay. If this works, it should give me a huge buff. Please work. Okay. We offer.
Infinite possibility.
Maybe one more time. It's not exactly what I want. That's good. Okay. So this. Okay. I'll just do this then. Whatever.
A sudden surge.
Teleorder activated. Now I got 2 each. I should have 20% more damage on my water blasts. I'm still a gamer, all things considered. Occasionally. Five. One, two, three, four, five. On these three.
Should be one left. That was all of them.
I can heal a whole bunch. Hi, Ella. Good to see you too.
Olympus, I accept this message.
+6. Hell yeah. Alright, I should do a lot of fucking damage now. Let's see how fast I can dwindle this one down. I still don't have my 40% damage buff on the, I'm missing something still. Oh sh.
Just getting started.
What the fuck? Oh no, I don't. I have it. I have it. I got the multi-debuff now. Hell yeah. But only if I get hit by him. So I need one more thing. This is why I wanted to have weak.
You're safe now.
Which is the debuff from, I forgot her name. The pink debuff. Yeah, Aphrodite. I only got one Aphrodite boon. What the fuck? Oh well, whatever. Oh. Is it? Like
Hades 2 is way harder than Hades 1.
Thank you for the 43 months. Hi. How you doing? It's been a while. I don't know. Hades 2 is kind of weird, where it's harder in some senses, but then once you break the game, it's like autopilot kind of thing.
All right.
I don't think it's as well balanced as the previous game. And water refilled. Hmm? Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Unseen.
Thank you so much. Radiant is a compliment I haven't received very often. Thank you.
Just a few chambers to the house.
This place was once mine. Shall it be yours?
I'll see you soon, Titan. The final reinforcements.
Let's go.
Pathetic. In the name of Hades. Greetings, Father. It hurts my heart to see you like this, Father. But
Oh, they have sense enough to keep their distance from me. Abraham.
that's not quite it. I don't feel low.
No. The only pain is that your mother and I, your brother, this dog, that we could not be there to see you grow. Each time I see you now, it fills an absence that was there.
Huh.
It is done. Now go.
For our family. Face me.
Okay. RNG, please. RNG, please. One more. Give me this buff. Oh, fuck, it's this one.
Not losing to a bag.
This is actually good. For the boss fight, this is gonna make Cronus always weak, I guess. And therefore I'll do 40% more damage. This is also nice, but I don't think I'll need it. This should work, actually. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Second chance. Oh shit, let's go. Thank you. RNG is in my favor.
Olympus, I accept this message.
What do you have? None of this matters. Oh well.
That's a feeling there. No traitor to the house shall go unpunished. Last one.
Okay. Stacking attack speed. For this particular weapon, no. At least not the way I'm using it right now. Because for this staff, like if you just tap as fast as you can with this build, it's this fast. But if you actually time your special, you just increase attack speed just doing this. So if you learn how to like just space your attacks on the special, you already increase 20-30% attack speed. So you really never need to buff attack speed on this staff. I'm not sure if it's like an exploit or if it's just a skill shot or something, but like all I know is that if you time this, it's faster. How much money do I have? That's a lot of fucking... Okay. What to pick? What to pick? I don't know what to pick. I might just... This is gonna be Hitch. I already do 2 debuffs. Hitch. Oh, it definitely works this year. So Pyro is not gonna do any difference. Speed might. This might be interesting here. I'm just gonna go for this.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Can I not buy everything? Actually, I'm crazy. I could probably just buy everything. Well, let's see. Let's see how much this does. Good timing. Specials are faster, right? 21%. If I just spam it, it's as fast as I had it before, maybe. That doesn't seem that crazy. Oh, we'll see. We'll see in the DPS later.
I have the gold.
Ugh. Whatever. Slow cooker upgraded. So now we have +8 power on this. Nice. Alright, let's see. How fast can I kill Kronos?
I'm home.
Hello again, my girl.
Hello.
You are quite dangerous, I must admit. You have repeatedly...
You call that politely? You
Let's
don't use any
go.
magic-
Oh, Legions of the Golden Age, answer my call. Such rancor. Legions of the Golden Age, come forth.
Oh god. Ouch.
Your wrath is all for naught.
Die.
My age, perhaps, is catching up with... How is this possible?
Unironically, I've been trying to get this run for like 4 days. And I can't believe that the first run I do on stream, I have I have the build I was trying to get for like 4 days. Oh my god. You have no idea. Like I've been trying to get the double this thing here that doubles my shots for fucking days, and it would never drop. It would never drop. But I'm glad that today I got it. Today. Yeah. That was really easy. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I died at all, so like I said, as soon as you get like one of the crazy builds, it's like I feel like Hades 2 is a game where you just do so much damage with a good build that you can just bypass all the mechanics immediately. And that was the same case in Hades 1, but I guess the early access, the very first version that it was given to us with areas constantly debuffing you at the beginning of the game, it was kind of annoying. So I feel like Hades 2 is forcefully getting you to like lose the first 10, 12 runs. Rather than you using skill to beat the game just kind of goes like, hey, we don't want you to win just yet, kind of thing. And that's one of the big differences in Hades 1, Hades 2. So gameplay-wise, I think this patch is in the better place, but I am not as interested in all the weapons as I was in Hades 1, so just using this just to chill is like... Wait, what? What the heck? Huh. Okay. Well. Anyway, the story is good though.
Know what happened to the terrifying princess of the underworld. The time shall come when all shall be made clear.
In other words, I'm ready for Elden Ring. I'm ready for Elden Ring. I need to pull out a great sword again and just fucking go strength filled.
Well, that was productive.
Okay. Well, that being said, thank you so much for watching today. I had a great time talking, playing, doing whatever I felt like doing. And I hope I get to do that again soon. First, I need to play nurse today. Sophie seems to be feeling quite sick, so I gotta take care of her. And well, until then, I'll be around soon. Like I said, I have my anniversary coming out next week, and I think I'll be doing some events for June 1st. The entire day. It's going to be on a Saturday as well, so it's going to be perfect timing. I'm happy to enjoy some time with all of you during that time. Let's see. Okay, so again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to talk to you again soon. Have a good day. Bye bye. And hello, King of Skulls. Hi. Good night or a good day, everyone. Maybe I can do a small wave. Where's my wave? Maybe. Maybe. And then I'm gonna do the walk.